Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today's episode, we are in the month of April. It's 4 big games, 4 games where we need to get some points. We need to secure safety in the Vanarama National League North. So let's get into it. Let's do it. So here we go then, we're in April now. We look at the results since the Alfreton draw. Last time out we got 3 draws from the 4 games. We beat Telford 1-0 in a game where Zach Clough scored the only goal in the game of 45 minutes. We then lost 2-1 to Macclesfield, Jordan Barnett grabbing the goal there. We then drew 2-2 with Darlington, Prince Henry and Harry Parsons scoring. And then we beat Chorley 2-1. Nick Jackson and Jordan Barnett getting the goals there. So it's a mixed result. We've lost against the teams that we probably should have got results against. We've beaten the teams that we probably didn't expect to. And because of that now, we sit in 20th place still. Leamington have now been relegated with 10 points clear of Stourbridge. There is 6 games left of the season, so the most they can get is 43 points. So hopefully we can build on that and get some points today. We can also drag Emma Hempstead and Bishop Stortford into the mix with a victory, especially in the first game of the episode. The games for this episode are Gateshead, Workington, Hemel Hempstead and Bishop Stortford. So those 2 games at the end of April, definitely games that we need to look at winning. As for new signings, you may have seen one of the names there. Prince Henry is one of the boys that have been brought in, both as strikers. When I said in the last episode about trying to improve the strike force, completely forgotten, coming back to the save, that transfer window's open till the end of March. So we did some business. We brought in Prince Henry and we brought in Malachi Linton, both strikers. Prince Henry has got 13 finishing, 13 first touch. If we look at him as an advanced forward, what he plays, his dribbling's 12, his finishing's 13, his first touch is 13, his passing's a bit poor and his technique's okay, anticipation's good, composure's pretty good, decision making's pretty good, off the ball is good, work rate's a bit poor, same as his passing, and then his physical's pretty decent. So apart from his balance, 6 balances are slightly worrying, I've got to be honest. 6'2", 12 stone 3 striker. And then the other guy is Malachi Linton. Malachi Linton's not quite as good in those areas. Dribbling of 8, finishing of 10, first touch of 8, passing of 6, technique of 8, work rate of 10, off the ball of 9, decision 6, composure 10, anticipation 7, then his physicals 15, acceleration 16 pace, more of a quick striker, 5'10", 10 stone 5, runs with the ball down the right is one of his trades. Well, it's his only trade actually. So they've come in. Malachi Linton's played just the 1 game thus far. Prince Henry has played in 2 games. He's got 1 goal. The 1 goal that you saw. He spent most of his career at Bristol City. Never played a first team game for them. As for Malachi Linton, going back and forth here, I should have done all this in one go. Malachi Linton, been around a little bit, came through at Ipswich, went to Crewe, scored some goals for Lowestoft in the Southern Premier Central, then went to Wickham on a free and never played, which was an odd one. Went out on loan to Slough, played 5 games, got 13 goals for Kings Lynn in the Vanarama National. Back to Wickham, played 1 game in League 1, scoring 1 goal. Then at Mansfield on a free in League 2. 1 goal from 3 games, none from 3, and then 2 from 4 in the previous season. So I think it's definitely an improvement. Harry Parsons has been starting a lot of games as well, so he hasn't been completely cut out of the squad. But we just needed some reinforcements there. So that's what we've done there, and we're going to get straight into the first game of the episode. And it is the game against Gateshead. And the team is Boyd in goal, it's Barnett, Hutchins, Reeve, and Yeomans. Worthington from them, Hall and Bunker in midfield, Clough on the left, South Thomas on the right, Parsons up front. We're going to get straight into it. 4 games, we're going to fly through this, quick as you like. Let's do it. Let's get into the game. Bunker there, back to Yeomans, South Thomas, back to goal on the right hand side, infield to Bunker, back to Reeve, got to go all the way back to Boyd there. A little bit of a poor ball there, put him under a little bit of pressure, and he goes out to Hutchins, who runs it out. Barnett on the left hand side, making a little bit of room. Clough turns his man, turn a pace for the 31-year-old, 32-year-old, ball in for Bunker, and Bunker scores. Harvey Bunker, running from deep, fires in on the volley, and it's 1-0 inside 2.5 minutes. And this is what we've been doing. We've been playing really well in parts and scored some really good goals. That is excellent work from Clough. Infield to Hall, back to Clough, and he just chips it in to the penalty spot, and Bunker with a fantastic volley, 1-0. Hutchins now on halfway, under a little bit of pressure, has to go back to Boyd. He's way out of his goal now, into Worthington, Bunker. Oh, what time and space, into South Thomas, looks for Parsons, Clough picks it up though. Hall, Barnett with a shot, and it's hit the stanchion there. Into stoppage time now. We came, we saw, and we went home with a 1-0 victory here at home. Absolutely identical on the stats, 14 shots apiece, 5 shots on target apiece, 1.44 XG plays, 1.33. and we walk away with a 1-0 victory. Clough's ball in, Bunker with a run from deep, scoring on the volley. Everyone played above a 7 apart from Harry Parsons. I didn't make a sub. I was really into that game there. Wasn't an awful lot of highlights either, but we've walked away with a 1-0 victory, and that is absolutely fantastic. And let's see what that's done for the league table. Well, would you look at that? Up to 19th. We go above Bishop Stortford, behind Hemel Hempstead by 1 point. Better goal difference than both of them as well, minus 13. That is fantastic. We now move 12 points away from Stourbridge. There is 5 games left. They can only get 15 more points. They can only get to 41. We are effectively 3 points away from safety. If you include our goal difference there, we're 3 points away from safety. Hopefully we can secure that in this episode. Then we'll just come back for the end of season review and transfer window, because there'll be no point showing the last 2 games, especially if we're safe. We're not going to finish any higher than maybe 17th at a push. So let's get on to the next game. So we've got a team meeting about team survival. Obviously if we win this match we will survive, so we've almost ensured our survival. Let's go out there the next match and make sure you complete the job with minimum fuss. Very happy. Very rare these go well for me, so absolutely delighted that's gone well. Everyone's pleased, positive. South Thomas is defensive, slightly negative, but he's the only one. Simply Boyo's determined, which is odd, but everyone else seems pretty good with that. So game today we take on 10th place Workington. Workington have got 53 points from 37 games. They went above Darlington last time out. Hemel Hempstead played Bishop Stortford, so 18th played 20th. So if we get some points, it is a chance to move away from Bishop Stortford if they lose, and it is a chance if we win and Bishop Stortford win to go above Hemel Hempstead into 18th place. That would look a lot better on paper, I've got to be honest. So the team for today is unchanged. We're going to get straight into it. No changes at all. Let's do it. Let's hope we can pick up another result. Baker can fire that one up now. Henry takes it down. Good control. Gives it into Hodnett. Looks back. Yeomans gets there, but he went to ground when he didn't really have to. And that means that Working to get the ball back. And Yeomans now brings down Henry. And it's a penalty kick. And that Yeomans, 2 mistakes there. He went to ground when he could have stayed on his feet and easily just got rid of the ball. Wesley now will step up, takes the penalty, puts it in the bottom corner. And in the last game we were 1-0 up in 3 minutes. This time we're 1-0 down in 3 minutes. Not a great start. We need to get back into this quickly. Half an hour in here. Free kick. Slightly left of centre. It's going to be the left-footed Hodnett to take it. Hodnett's surely going to score against us, his former club. He does. Jack Hodnett with a fantastic free kick. 2-0 just inside half an hour. I think that is game, set and match here. So as we go into stoppage time here, it's going to be a 2-0 defeat. 2 first half goals. Jack Hodnett's free kick after the penalty from Wesley. Yeoman's giving away that penalty. 2 mistakes he made there. The sliding in, going to ground when he didn't need to. We gave possession back to the Workington player, and then the foul from behind on Wesley when he wasn't in the most dangerous of positions. Not sure whether we could have got away without putting in that tackle, but we lose 2-0. Probably to be expected against 10th place Workington. It was going to be one of the tougher games of the episode, but we go again. 3rd game coming up, but first we'll have a quick look at the league table. So league table, we are back down to 20th. Bishop Stortford have gone above us. I'm guessing they drew, a last minute goal equaliser for Bishop Stortford. So we're a point behind Bishop Stortford, 2 points behind Hemel Hempstead. We play both of them coming up now in the next 2 games. So a chance to go above both. Stourbridge, how did they get on today? Were they at home? They won 2-1 against Southport. So there's 4 games left. They can still get to 41 points. We still need to win a game. Like I said, we get to 41 points. We're pretty much safe because of our goal difference, regardless if Stourbridge win their last 4 games. But one thing we will come back for is Youth Intake Day. Let's have a look. It says it's an excellent intake, 4.5 star rating on the intake. Ricky Carr is the top player, 5-star potential ability, 1 star current ability. He's a central midfielder who... Let's see, what do we play again? We play box to box and the central midfielder attacking. So box to box midfielder, good dribbling, good first touch, finishing needs a little bit improved, so does long shots. Passing and technique are good, tackling needs improved, work rate's good, teamwork's good, position off the ball need improving, decision making's are okay, composure's okay, anticipation's probably a point or 2 too low, aggression's okay, physical's not great. It's 6'1", central midfielder as well. You thought he'd have a little bit more strength than 4, but plays short simple passes. That may work out okay, but he's unambitious. That is real worry there. So that is Ricky Carr. And as we go down, sometimes I like to look, see if there's anyone that might fit straight in. There's not anyone there that stands out. Sean Thomas is a goalkeeper. Chris McDonald is a goalkeeper. They're both 1-star currently. Let's have a look at Sean Thomas. I mean, 6'5" is a big lad. Command of the area is 11. I mean, he maybe, but again, they're only training 2-3 times a week, whatever it is. I don't know how good they're going to be. Chris McDonald's the next one. Crossing's okay, dribbling's okay, first touch is okay, passing's okay, technique's poised, work rate is good. We've got some good players with work rate here. Pace of 12, natural fitness of 15, acceleration of 11, agility of 10. 16, he might be a decent player, you know. But we'll get most of them. They might get reassessed actually before the game takes place, but we'll bring that to you when it comes in. So I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but the Hempstead game has been postponed due to a waterlogged pitch at the Leicester Stadium, and they're going to move it to Tuesday. So it still will be the next game. So we're just going to move forward to Tuesday, but it may show that we don't need to do anything. We're going to click continue through here, through the next lot of games. We're going to process it through, and we're going to see how Stourbridge got on, and they lost 4-3 to Spennymoor, which means that they now can only get to 38 points, which all but means our survival in the Vanarama National League North. So once again, the game is postponed. So now we're going to play Bishop Stortford next, and then we're going to play Hinckley LRFC in the game after. Great stuff. So let's finally do a game. Bishop Stortford away from home, the game that should have been last but now is third because of apparently we can't. Leicester is, well, the Hinckley area, sorry, is just getting absolutely battered by rain apparently. So let's get into it. Boyd in goal, Barnett, Hutchins, Reeve, Yeomans, Worthington, Hall and Bunker in the midfield three. I'm actually, upon inspection, going to change and bring Nick Jackson on the left hand side, and on the right hand side I'm going to play, I was going to play Benny Ashley Seal before it did that, and up front I'm going to play Prince Henry. And we're going to get into it. We're going to make 3 changes to the front 3. They didn't play well enough last time out. I was going to keep it, but actually, to be fair, I wasn't actually sure what I was going to do. But I'm going to change it. Front 3 are going to change. Let's get into it. Let's do it. Let's get that point we need to secure survival in the Vanarama National League North. And the action is going to start right here from the kickoff as Apaya infield to Horton now. Apaya. Is it Apia or Apaya? I think it's Apaya, isn't it? As he goes along anyway. And Reeve can take it down to Hutchins. That's a nice little touch from Reeve. Out to Barnett on the left hand side. Jackson now. Little flick and tried to go past his man, doesn't. And it goes all the way back to the centre back now. And into the centre circle and Worthington. Into Henry. Back to goal. Turns it around the corner for Benny Ashley Seal. 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Benny Ashley Seal scores his second of the season. He doesn't score many for us. But that was excellent work from Prince Henry. Ball into him with his back to goal. Turned it round the corner. Into Benny Ashley Seal. And it's 1-0. And there's something about early goals in this episode. Lovely ball from Henry. Good first touch from Ashley Seal. And he just fires it in. Doesn't try and play. Well, I mean, it is decent placement. But he just fires it in. 1-0. Yeomans on the far side. Throws it to Worthington short. Back to Yeomans. Infield to Bunker. Hutchins down on the edge of the box. He lays it square to Hall. Barnett now. What can he do? Goes down. And it's going to be a penalty kick. And a good chance to get a 2-goal lead here. With about 10 minutes before half time. Is it going to be Henry? Is it Ashley Seal? It's Benny Ashley Seal for his second, scores, fires it in. Not about the placement for him, just about finding the back of the net with as much power as he can. What a penalty that is. It's 2-0, 8 minutes to play till half time. And like I say, he just fires it in. It beats the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper probably should do better. I probably would expect to do better. But it's 2-0 and hopefully we can get in to half time at 2-0. And we're going to do just that. As Hall now collects the ball. Barnett. Jackson now. Infield to Worthington. He looks for Henry. Squared to Bunker. He's getting it from distance and Harvey Bunker. And that is surely survival in the Vanarama National League North. Secured for another year. What a strike from Harvey Bunker. He has come really good towards this back end of the season. Worthington puts that ball into Henry. Takes a touch. Squares it to Bunker, who's got acres of space. And he just bends it into the top corner. 3-0, half an hour to play. Like I say, we are into stoppage time, and that should be that. And that is survival from the National League North. A game which we have really dominated. 2 XG, 3 goals, 19 shots, 10 on target. Absolutely phenomenal. 61% possession. Ashley Seal with an 8.4. Prince Henry with an 8. He was fantastic up front. Did really well holding the ball up. Everyone's turned in a performance there. Linton off the bench with a 6.6. Jackson got a 6.8. He was probably the rating wise the worst player on the pitch. But let's have a quick look at the league table and let's see that survival secured. So there it is. Hinckley Leicester Road avoid relegation. We have 41 points. Stourbridge can only make 35 now, so they have been relegated as well. Oxford City we go above, just behind Bishop Stortford and Hemel Hempstead. We play Hemel Hempstead next time. We could probably finish as high as 16th, probably, with a couple of good results in the last 2 games. But we've done our job, we've survived, and hopefully we can just end the episode with another victory. It's not real till you get the notification in your inbox after the game. Hinckley Leicester Road avoid relegation. Climbed above Oxford into 19th place. Benny Ashley was man of the match with 2 goals. Absolutely fantastic. And we've got to pay some bonuses out. What we paid out. Just over £2,000. Fine. Absolutely fine. And an episode in 4 days' time to end the episode. And hopefully we can get a 3rd win. And this would be an absolutely fantastic episode. I don't think we've won on camera yet this season. This is the first episode we've won on camera. And we've done it twice. Let's do it for a 3rd time. Let's get into the Hemel Hempstead game. Right, final game of the episode, let's get into it. Exactly the same team. Boyd, Barnett, Hutchins, Reeve, Yeomans, Worthington, Hall, Bunker, Jackson, Ashley Seal, Henry. Let's go, let's do it. So 4th game, we don't get a really early highlight, but we do get an early highlight, and Curtis Shaw heads in from a near post corner from Jones, and it's 1-0 to Hemel Hempstead. There has been a goal in all 4 games inside the first 10 minutes. Inside the first 3 games, they were inside the first 5 minutes. This one's inside, well, just over 7.5 minutes. Great header by Shaw to make it 1-0. Worthington now. Out to the left and Jackson. Goes infield to Henry. Can he find a killer ball? Goes square to Bunker. Back to Worthington. Ashley Seal there. Come very narrow. And there's a really congested there. Tries to go past Largo. Largo with a tackle. I don't think that was in the box. Oh, it was. And Benny Ashley Seal can score yet again. He can get the equaliser with about 20 seconds left to half time. Sends the keeper the wrong way. That is a more placed penalty than the last one. It's 1-1, and we're going to get in at half time 1-1, and it's no more than we deserve, really. Good penalty from Benny Ashley Seal. 1-1. Booth looks long. Beresfield got for it, but Reeve wins the header, but only as far as Largo. He can bring it up halfway. Ball into Saki, who's in behind the fullback. Squares it across. Jones is there, and Dan Jones makes it 2-1. 25 minutes to play. Simple goal. Ball down the left-hand side. Saki got in behind. Took it to the byline, and he just picks out the ball for Jones. See the ball here from Largo down to Saki. He actually first time ball in, and it's a brilliant ball for Jones. He just sweeps in at the far post. It's 2-1. Horton with the throw into Francis. Square to Worthington. He has to go back for Hutchins. Hall now. Back to Worthington. Ball looks for Francis. Pulls it back to Linton. He goes past his man. Squares it for Bunker. Saved. Ashley Still's there for a simple tap in. 5th of the season for him. 2-2. 2 minutes left plus stoppage time. The ball went out to the left hand side. Francis with a good touch. He squared it infield to Linton, who first touch took it past his man. He squares across. Bunker's shot. Brilliant save by Booth, who's been excellent today. But Benny Ashley Seal was on hand to just put it into an empty net. 2-2. 2 minutes left. Saki takes the throw into Smith. Largo looks towards far post. Horton heads it away when he probably had time to bring that down if he'd have got a call. Pesca now. Bunker goes in with a tackle, but it goes back to Pesca. Lissa. Pesca again. He looks like ball to Kekarelli. Hits the woodwork, and free kick's been given. There was an offside there somewhere. It remains 2-2 as the time is, I thought, was going to tick away here in the final game of this episode, but Linton now picks up the ball. He goes square to Hall. Looks forward to Francis. The ball outside of him. Doesn't use it. Linton though finds it. Oh, it's broke to Horton nicely. Brandon Horton straight at the goalkeeper, and that was a chance after coming back from his loan spell to make his name with the Hinckley Leicester Road faithful. He doesn't. And it looks as if, there it is, 2-2 draw. So we end today's episode with 2 victories, 1 draw, 1 defeat, 7 points. Better than I could have hoped for, really. I was thinking maybe 4, maybe 5, maybe 6. But we have got 7 points from this episode. We have secured our safety. And we move on. The next episode will be the end of season review and moving into the transfer window. We're not going to play the last 2 games. We're going to do them offline. Hello, it's Future Dan here. And we have a little bit of an issue with this database. I'm not sure. I've downloaded this database based on Workspace is parked prem save that he was doing. However, as we got to the end of June, we were sacked from Hinckley Leicester Road. Now, as I reloaded it and I went back through to the same day, I was sacked once again. I then took on another job, had a look, and Hinckley Leicester Road had been relegated back to the Southern Premier Central. Now, I don't know if this is a glitch with the game. I'm not sure if it's a glitch with the database, because we finished in 20th place. We were out to the relegation zone. We even got the notifications coming through that we were safe. So I'm not sure what it is. I don't want to waste time by doing another season in the Southern Premier Central to get promoted to the Vanarama, to then get relegated again because there's some glitch with the game, or to maybe not even get promoted at all. So this is the end of the Hinckley Leicester Road part of this save. The idea of it was to be a Rags to Riches, a non-league to legend save, and to make it to the top flight with Hinckley Leicester Road. Because of the database, that's not going to happen. It might be something to keep in the pipeline for FM23. I'm not 100% sure yet on what I might do. However, there is a new job. There were 4 or 5 available jobs at the start of July. I applied for them. I've got a job. It's in the Vanarama National League. We've got some money. We've got some wage budget. We've got a lot of wage budget, actually. And tomorrow's episode, you're going to see exactly who we are going to take over and who the team is going to be to carry on with this save. And after all that, if you've enjoyed today's video, please leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow with our new team, new intro, new thumbnails. See you tomorrow.